Hello my monk plebs, what's going on? Nexius here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I like to burst with my monk. Now there are a lot of different ways you can burst as a Windwalker. A lot of players prefer certain strategies and other abilities, and of course different orders on how they use their abilities. Well, this video is not going to be the best way. I don't know if it is the best way. This is just how I like to do it, and this is how I just enjoy it. So if you want to use my burst setup, that's perfectly fine. I do recommend checking out other YouTube videos, seeing how other Windwalker monks perform their burst, and pick the one that you prefer, because there are a lot of different ways you can burst as a Windwalker. Pretty much any kind of style really works. As long as you have the stuns down, you should be fine. So in this video, our setup is going to focus around a few important abilities. We have Leg Sweep, which is our 45-second cooldown, 5-second stun. This is important for locking down our opponent, making sure they cannot use any defensives to nullify our damage. It is devastating when you pop everything. You go to Fist of Fury, Chi Burst, and Chi Torpedo, and then they just pop a shield wall and all of your damage goes down the drain. So Leg Sweep is very important for preventing them from using any kind of defensive, unless of course they're able to use it anyway while stunned, such as Life Cocoon or Pain Suppression. Our damage will be coming from Chi Torpedo, Chi Burst, Rising Sun Kick, and Fist of Fury. If you're running Hurricane Strike or Serenity, these will also be incorporated into the burst setup. Now, before we go into our burst rotation, keep in mind that Chi Torpedo is off the global cooldown, allowing you to use other abilities at the same time. You can also use Chi Torpedo without moving very far away from your target. Yes, it's used for getting away, it's used for gaining distance. However, there is a way you can prevent any kind of distance with Chi Torpedo. If you only want it for damage, which is going to be most cases as a Windwalker in this patch, there is a way to do that. So to do this, you simply just Chi Torpedo and jump at the same time. As soon as you press Chi Torpedo, just jump once. You should be able to reduce 90%, actually a little bit less than that, but you guys know what I mean. You should be able to ignore most of the distance gained from Chi Torpedo. So again, you just want to Chi Torpedo and then press jump a split second after, basically at the same time. With enough practice, you should be able to use Chi Torpedo without going very far. Before any setup, make sure you refresh your Tiger Pollen buff and generate 5 Chi. If you're running Chi Explosion, pop Tiger Eye Brew and Leg Sweep at the same time, then Rising Sun Kick and Chi Torpedo at the same time. After that, cast Chi Burst into a Chi Torpedo, followed by Fist of Fury. Now, what you guys have just seen is the perfect setup. You get everything within your Leg Sweep with 1 second left on it to give you Fist of Fury stun. That way they have no time whatsoever to apply a defensive in between the Leg Sweep ending and your Fist of Fury stun beginning. So this is the perfect setup. You will not get this all the time. You might miss an ability or two in the whole setup itself, whether it's because you don't have enough Chi or energy, or any other kind of case like being interrupted on Fist of Fury. This is just the perfect setup and generally what you want to kind of aim for, but don't be too upset or devastated or anything upset basically if you don't end up hitting this perfectly all the time, if even commonly at all. No PvP situation is perfect. This is just generally the setup you want to aim for if you can. Now, if you like to run Hurricane Strike just like me, I have a different burst setup for this as well. What I like to do here is, of course, refresh my Tiger Power and Rising Sun Kick, so I Rising Sun Kick and Chi Torpedo at the same time, into my second Torpedo Leg Sweep, into a Chi Burst, into a Hurricane Strike, and then, of course, finally, Fist of Fury. The reason why I save my 3 channel abilities specifically for Leg Sweep is because those take time to get full damage. Hurricane Strike does all of its damage, not instantly like a Chi Torpedo or Rising Sun Kick. It does damage over 2 seconds. Fist of Fury does damage over 3 to 4 seconds, and of course Chi Burst has a cast time which can be interrupted. So this is why I like to save Leg Sweep specifically for those 3 abilities, and I like to use half of my burst before Leg Sweep, which would be Rising Sun Kick and my 2 Chi Torpedoes. So that's what I recommend here in this little burst setup. As you can see, Rising Sun Kick into Chi Torpedo instantly, into my second Torpedo Leg Sweep, into a Chi Burst, and by the time the Chi Burst finishes casting, the global cooldown should be back up for an instant Hurricane Strike, and then of course one of Fist of Fury afterwards. So that's my setup for Hurricane Strike. Now, when it comes to Serenity, it's kind of like the Chi Explosion burst setup. I'll show you guys here in a second here. So I like to go into a Leg Sweep into a Rise and Sunkick Chi Torpedo, into a Chi Burst Chi Torpedo, and then into a Fist of Fury. After the Fist of Fury ends, I will activate my Serenity, and then go into, of course, my Chi spending, which will be all Blackout Kicks, and of course Rise and Sunkick whenever it comes up. Hopefully you use Tiger Power, or Tiger Palm I guess I should say, before you go into this setup. That way you don't have to use one of your seconds of Serenity to reapply it. So that's basically what I do with Serenity. There is another way you can do this. Instead of using Fist of Fury first in the setup, you could use Serenity first, and the reason why some of you, including myself sometimes, would prefer this is because you really want to get as much as you can out of Serenity, and if you do use it while they are leg sweeped, they can't really counter it with a stun or anything. So it may be better to use that instead of Fist of Fury within leg sweep, but personally I feel that Fist of Fury does a lot more damage, so it's much better to actually get as much out of Fist of Fury as you can. But it's entirely up to you if you prefer to use Fist of Fury at the end of the leg sweep setup, or if you prefer to use Serenity. It's up to you. Now, like I said, guys, a lot of different monks out there have their own kind of burst setup. This is my personal burst setup, or at least what I tried to aim for. Also, you want to keep in mind, it depends on what you were doing in PvP. If you were doing 3v3 arenas or 2v2 or something, it's going to be a little bit different in terms of how you set up your burst. This is mostly based on, say, a duel, or maybe even somewhere in a battleground setting, because depending on what your composition is in RPGs or arenas, it's going to depend on how that works. For example, if you're playing Walking Dead, you're not supposed to do this setup. You're supposed to focus more on Fist of Fury first, and that's pretty much what I'm getting at here. So this burst guide is mostly just in general. It's nothing specific to everything. It depends on what you're really running, whether it's arenas or whatever. So overall, I do hope you guys enjoyed this burst guide. If you have any questions regarding this, don't be afraid to leave a comment down below. I will answer as best as I can. On top of that, I hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of gameplay here, showing you guys the damage potential. On that note, I will see you guys in my next video. See ya.